Welcome back at 8:15. A simple blood test could possibly indicate how long you live. I know people at home are like, wait, what? What did she just say? Dr. Reena Mehta from Uptown Allergy and Asthma joins us to explain how this test works and how it could help everyone as they age. Dr. Mehta, good morning. Thanks for being with us.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
So where did this blood test come from? Is this a new concept? Is it an old concept?
So it's an old concept that's been modified. So
Okay.
it's a study that was published in Nature Aging, where they basically either took a saliva test or a simple blood prick to look at how your DNA methylation appears. So what that means is it's called your intrinsic capacity. Your intrinsic capacity is basically who you are, how you function physically and who you are mentally. And they look at how your DNA has aged over time. And not only does this blood test give you what your chronological age is, it also states how well you're aging. And so the higher the number, the better your intrinsic capacity is, the longer you will live.
And you were saying this test is not necessarily new, but they've kind of simplified it. They made it easier to track, to conduct these tests. And ideally, this will become more readily available to the public eventually.
Yes, hopefully once it's further validated,
Okay.
it should be available. And so it's nice to be able to say, okay, well, this is how old I am, but then because of life events, maybe that's things like, diseases that you've had or injuries or environmental factors. Okay, where am I in the actual scheme of life? And is there anything I can do to improve my intrinsic capacity so that then I can live longer?
From a doctor's perspective, of course, this is not going to tell anyone exactly how long they'll live.
Yes.
At all. That's not what we're trying to say here. But giving people a range of how they're aging, maybe kind of increasing their awareness of how this part of their health is looking, or this or that. From your perspective, I guess, what do you think the benefits of this could be?
The benefits could be there's things that you can do to change your lifestyle. There's things that you can do to improve your lifestyle so you can raise your intrinsic capacity so you're mentally and physically stronger. The studies show that the higher the intrinsic capacity is, those patients lived 5.5 years longer than those with a lower intrinsic capacity. So there are things that you can do to get healthier, to boost those levels.
So you're looking at this as a blood test that shows people, maybe I'm not doing so great in this aspect of my life, but maybe I make this change. So it will maybe encourage people to live better?
Yeah, so things that you can do are you can have a healthier diet, so rich in omega-3 fatty acids. You could exercise, so really weight-bearing activity, balancing exercises are really, really good for you. Managing stress, so obviously if you're very stressed out, that can age you and age your DNA. And so managing things like that, and then staying cognitively aware. So, keeping that brain going, engaging in social and emotional activities can be really helpful to keep your body in check and keep you from aging.
How long down the line would you gauge this test could be available to the masses?
Oh, probably many years.
Many years, but it's out there.
But it's out there, and it's one step forward to better understanding, what we can do to be preventative to improve all of our health.
All right, well, Dr. Mehta, thanks so much. You always bring such interesting stuff and cool studies that are happening that we had no idea are going on, so we appreciate your time.
Thank you so much for having me.